맞아, 목소리가 너무 좋아. 풀더빙 같게. 맞아. 맞아, 엑스트라가 없는 것 같아요. 설정은 어제랑 똑같지 않네? 근데 오늘은 빗소리가 나서 조금 키워도 되나? 소리 너무 크거나 작으면 말씀해주세요. 다시보기 썸네일 탱글타워 폰트 쓰신 거 디테일에 놀랐을지도. 그 게임 이름은 거의 게임 로고 PNG를 검색해서 쓰고, 이제 저는 주로 날짜 부분을 좀 비슷하게 맞추려고 하는 편. 게임 이름은 다 그 로고 가져다 쓰고 있어요. 캬! 캬! 자, 해볼게요. 이렇게
It looks like they're being boiled,
소리 괜찮은지 말씀해주세요.
but the liquid is ice cold. What's in there?
자세히 봐봐. 좋아요. 귀여워.
9 beetles, all different, all dead.
여기 그 딱정벌레 벌레 탐험가들 그 사람
There's a
건가 봐.
bunch of notes with mostly numbers. No idea what they mean.
뭐 크기 같은 숫자 아닐까?
It's a little diagram of a beetle with some incomprehensible notes.
That's weird.
What?
It looks really normal compared to the beetles behind the glass.
9 beetles.
Poor little
There's a bunch of mostly numbers.
오케이.
A candle. Bird
Very
아
medieval.
뭐야, 미친. 나
I was
지금
thinking about
Medieval
봤는데
pirates.
이거 벌레 달아둔 거임? 이유. 보석같이 생긴 딱정벌레들이네. 이거 핀셋이
there?
핀이에요. 보석 아니야. 핀으로 찝은 거야. 저도 보석인 줄 알았는데 핀으로 찍은 거 같고. 이거 벌레 미친.
Bugs.
Looks like they're made of metal.
금속으로 만든 것처럼 생겼어.
Rows of plants growing in wide wooden
아,
boxes.
각각이 번쩍번쩍 보석 같아서. 눈이 돌.
What color is the soil?
It looks black, but it's too dark.
Forensic and
That's an incredibly specific area of study.
what a mess.
Any idea what this is all about?
뭐야? 이거 어디서 봤던
Reminds me
건데?
of the chart from the library.
The one from the chalkboard.
Yeah.
그럼 이거는 PP 건가? 여기? 여기도 있다 뭔가.
This looks like it was drawn in.
Didn't we see those same symbols in the greenhouse?
뭐야?
Is that a periodic table?
No, but it does kind of look like one.
What are those symbols?
They're alchemic symbols, mostly based on the planets, the sun, the moon, stuff like that.
Huh.
That'll
옷이다.
lab coat.
Warning, hand wash only. Size, small. A cracked glass tank with 9 little rooms. Each one has 1 or 2 insects inside. I can't tell if they're still alive.
I like that you called them rooms.
A glass tank?
There's a layer of condensation on the inside. This place would never pass a fire safety inspection. Is it locked?
Seems likely, doesn't it?
오.
Weird looking.
I'm pretty sure the latches can slide into the
열쇠를
middle.
중앙으로 움직일 수 있을 거야? 대각선으로 밀어보라고? 뭔 소리? 북은 되게 퍼즐 게임 싫어서 좋아요? 다행이다. 여기랑 애초에 이어지는 게 없는데요? 얘랑 이어지는 애가 없는데? 반 정도만 뽑을 수 있지. 이렇게. 오케이.
Reset the puzzle?
그러면 여기서부터 가자. 여기는 얘랑 이렇게 가면은 얘가 위로 올 수도 있나? 그건 아니네. 끝에 안다. 이렇게? 여기 가운데 뭐가 없는데? 여기 안 닿는데? 유연한 사고 개멋있어. 다시 올라가는 거 이걸로 맞추는 게 맞는데. 이거 이렇게 이어진 걸로 쳐주겠죠? 이렇게 가고 이렇게 가고 이렇게 가면은 저기가 안 될 텐데? 비주얼이 라면 끓인 거 3개 내려진 것 같아요. 셰리님 어서오세요. 하이즈 반갑습니다. 오자마자 머리가 아파요. 괜찮아요. 제가 잘 해볼게요. 잠시만요. 일로 내려오고 싶은데 이렇게 이렇게 가도 되나? 여기가 끊겼어, 그쵸? 눈이 빙글빙글 돌아가요. 이렇게? 다시 올라가. 여기도 이어졌어. 그러면 이렇게 내려가서 안 돼. 이게 끊어진 거겠죠, 여기가? 무천다리. 모친이 줬다. 이어지지 않았어. 여기가 안 맞는데요? 아니야 아니야 잘했어. 이렇게 짱짱짱짱짱짱짱짱짱짱짱짱짱. 와 금방 맞췄어?
No, that was it.
꼬꼬띠.
Nice work. Anything inside?
시한님 어서오세요 하이주.
Yeah, more research.
비밀 연구물, 연구 노트 및 도표 같은 폴더. 우리 고유의 동식물은 아직 알려지지 않은 수많은 화학 물질의 부산물이다. 이 화학 물질은 물속에 끊임없이 존재하며 구름을 형성하고 호수를 채운다. 이것은 식물과 동물의 다양한 돌연변이를 일으킨다. 거미류, 곤충, 연체동물, 양서류 및 각각류와 같은 작은 생물이 가장 큰 영향을 받는다. 그러나 화학물질은 먹이 사슬을 따라 올라가서 새와 파충류에게도 돌연변이를 일으킬 수 있다. 우리가 아는 한 포유류는 완전히 영향권 외다. 오, 새랑 파충류까지 돌연변이를 일으킬 수 있다. 어서오세요 시하님, 와라랑님. 이게 막 돌연변이 어떻게 일어나는지. 아, 이 뱀이 이렇게 바뀌어서 이런 뼈가 된 건가? 전기뱀장어가 이렇게 돌연변이가 됐나?
Whose research is this?
비밀 실험실.
This is some seriously in-depth research.
It's impressive, but it...
빠진 부분이 있어. 이거! 와우! 똑같아! 와우! 굿!
So, this is Pointer's secret lab.
와.
definitely seems like he's the one using it.
I
그래, 그
guess not a lot
사람이
of people
벌레
know about the secret
학자였잖아.
entrance.
Right. But if Pointer's the only one who comes down here, why would he need to lock his research in a safe? Who's he hiding it from?
He's just paranoid, especially about his golden beetle.
What do you think he's trying to do exactly?
이루려고 하는 게 정확히 뭐라고 생각해? 방금 딱 포인터는 번식시키려고 했어, 황금벌레를. 그리고 장소는 지하 실험실이었던 거지. 왜 번식시키냐면 돈을 더 많이 벌고 싶어서.
Pointer has been trying to
Yay!
breed the golden beetle in the underground laboratory.
Why? Because it's rare?
Because it's gold?
Is
그렇지.
that it?
I think so. I don't think he cares about
돈
entomology
밝히게
any more than he
생겼으네.
cares about
아니
astronomy.
그리고
He just wants to get one over on
뭐지
Felix.
저기
If he can breed his
저기
own gold, suddenly Poppy's
가문을
inheritance is looking pretty...
F 가문을 되게 시기 질투했잖아요. 돈 많은
Might
거에
explain
대해서.
why he was so worried about losing the beetle. Maybe somebody did steal it.
술이
Might have been
좋았다.
Freya after all. We know she was trying to get through the secret door in the garden.
She might not have known what was down here, though. Maybe she was just curious.
Curious, sure, but not naive. I reckon she
날카로워요,
knew what was
술이.
going
배일
on.
것 같다.
I think we're still missing the bigger picture. There's no way this is all just about a beetle. We're done.
다 됐어.
Ready to go down again?
가자. 헉, 지하실에 또 지하실이 있어. 미친. 가장 아래층.
It's an old coat rack. Looks thoroughly neglected.
2 cloaks and a green hat draped on top for good
망토 줄?
measure.
사람이 둘이었던
Old
건가?
How
cardboard.
exciting.
No, but there's more. They're also damp and empty.
Gives off kind
What do people actually use chains for?
nothing good.
Basements don't.
We're at the bottom of the lake. It must be.
Right. But if that's the
호수
lake bed,
바닥이래.
Like what?
white, smooth, no plants, no anything.
호수도 인공 호수인가
That's
봐.
not what a lake looks like.
자연 호수가 아니네.
Where are we?
아닌가? 일단
This
조사
room
좀
looks
더
like
할게요.
old.
Makes the rest of the house seem relatively modern.
There's a roll of paper up there.
I'll see if I can
Let
read
me
it.
guess. Blank.
펼쳐보자. 아니! 대박. 저택 이거 뭐지? 이거 뭐라고 하지? 설계도. 원래 여긴 창고였던 거야. 역시 방이 아니었어. 그 이 위에 이제 탑을 더 쌓았던 거죠? 우리는 지금 여기 있는 거고. 물이 더 찼나 봐. 그쵸? 이 정도로 얕지 않았잖아.
Hold on. Have we been to all of these rooms already?
연구실!
Study.
역시 가운데 방이 있었어.
Wait.
I know what you're thinking. And no, we never went in there.
How did we miss it?
문이 없었으니까.
This seems pretty significant.
Agreed.
건축 계획도. 그다음에
A single book on
This is creeping me out slightly.
Why?
I think it's a children's book.
어린이용 책. 하늘과 바다의 미스티드. 어린이용 그림책. 매우 오래된 것 같다. 얼룩색. 빨갛고 하얀 깃털의 우아한 색. 은뱀. 눈이 없고 대신 긴 혀를 가진 수생 파충류. 영혼 전달자. 각 크기가 다른 집게발을 가진 개. 양서구리. 두 발로 걷는 개구리같이 생긴 생물체. 영혼 전달자! 미쳤다! 영혼 전달자 어딨어? 영혼 전달자. 영혼 전달자는 성공이다. 장한 녀석. 이제 내게는 2개가 있다. 2이 더 필요해. 이거 얘. 영혼 전달자. 걔 이름이 영혼 전달자. 와우. 이거 양소구리. 얘네 양소구리. 와우. 드릴님 어서오세요. 하이죠.
We're too late. This photograph has been stabbed.
그림이 찔렸어? 마치 프레이야가 찔려 죽은 것처럼?
Why? By what?
Not sure. Some kind of metal stabbing thingy.
이게 혹시 살해 도구? 누군가 이것으로 사진을 찔렀다. 막대의 끝은 마치 화살이나 시계바늘처럼 뾰족하고 구부러졌다. 뒤쪽에는 짧은 길이의 빨간 밧줄이 연결된 작은 고리가 달려있다. No. 똑같이 생겼어. 이거다.
So what's the photo?
이것도 심장이 찔렸어. 이거 플로라 어릴 땐 거 같은데요, 사진? 그쵸? 플로라랑 이분 플로라 아빠인가 봐. 액자에 있지만 약간 젖어있다. 사진 속에는 한 소녀가 있다. 그 옆에는 큰 남자가 앉아있다. 그 주위로 빨갛고 하얀색 몇 마리가 있다. 금속 물체가 사진을 찌른 상태이다. 남자의 가슴 근처에 구멍이 나왔다. 나 있다. 그러니까 플로라 이때는 미소 짓고 있었어. 와, 흥미진진.
Do you know who it is in the photo?
일단
Do these
조사
puddles?
Why?
마저.
That's lake water. It's indoors.
Ah. I see your point.
Do these puddles?
Why?
That's lake water. It's indoors.
I see your point.
Old cardboard.
exciting.
Oh, they're also dead and empty. A bunch of pictures. It's too dark.
It's not too dark. The frames are all empty.
자, 호수 보도록 하겠습니다. 얼룩새 한 마리밖에 없다지 않았나? 저 땐 3마리 있네요. 저 때는 이제 플로라가 어릴 때니까 더 옛날인가 봐요.
Did you notice how much light this room has? For a room with one candle?
아,
all
촛불은
coming through the
하나밖에 없는데
window.
빛이 들어와?
I'm pretty sure lakes are supposed to be darker at the bottom, not lighter.
Why is there a room down here anyway? And why is it so much older than the rest of Tangle Tower?
We still don't really know why people came to live here in the first place.
Maybe they just wanted to get rich, like Pointer with his beetles.
I feel like the Remingtons came here for the lake, for what was in it.
It's empty though.
레밍턴.
More empty than a normal lake would be.
It is now, yeah. Maybe we're
예전에
too
뭐가
late.
많았었나? 그래서 레밍턴가가 부자가 됐나?
This man in the photo, he
이 사람
reminds me of
레밍턴
something
씨잖아.
from one of our clues.
나 그거 조각상 이거 조각상. 여기 이 사람이잖아. 설마 이거 가슴에 상처 있는 것까지 표현한 거 아니겠죠?
Felix made a little model of him for Flora.
Yeah, it makes sense when you know who he is.
레밍턴.
Lord Remington.
Remington. That makes him Flora's father.
Yes.
Meaning the girl in the photo is...
Yes.
Yeah, it's her. See the
She's
bird too.
Flora.
I never would have guessed. Times sure do change.
I don't know. I don't think she looks so different.
Let's head back up to the Grand. I want to find that black.
나도 찾고 싶어.
Wow, it's dark all of a sudden.
How long were we down there?
무서워졌어요.
This must...
How are we supposed to get up there?
Hang on, it's pitch black. But I think there's a switch.
눌러봐. 사다리.
Let's look for it somewhere.
The room was marked on the building plans we found.
A ladder.
Want to go up?
오르자. 저택의 숨은 방. 숨겨진 심장부. 오, creepy. 오,
Is that a
영혼 좀
It's got a
달자.
translucent exoskeleton. You could
Also, crabs normally have 2 claws, right? Ugh. You sure we should be touching?
Grimoire, don't you think it looks familiar?
어. 어. 속상해.
This crab really reminds me.
That little wooden toy we found?
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to help. I think I've seen it more recently.
아, 저것도 퍼즐이? 맞대. 귀를 간지럽히는 듯한 소리 ASMR. 활짝 피고 밑으로 내리고.
Is that a crab?
It's got a
Also,
약간 이런 모양새.
I guess that's
I don't
wrong.
think we need to
What do
get.
you mean?
We have all the information we need in our case file.
이렇게 생긴 거 아니야? 아이,
Nothing.
I'm sure I've seen this thing somewhere before. This crab really
That little
Yeah,
one.
but I think I've seen it more recently.
이렇게 생긴 거 맞는데? 이거 아니에요? 팔을 좀 더 안... 얘는 직각하고 쟤만 아래로 안 되나? 이렇게인가 보다! 이건가 보다, 그죠? 닫고 위로, 여기는 팔을 이렇게 옆으로 사선.
They call this room
What would you call
the of doom. Is that a crab?
It's got a
Also, crabs.
닫고 열고 옆으로 어때요? 좀 비슷해요?
I guess that's
I don't
wrong.
think we need
What do
to
you
get.
mean?
We have all the information we need in our case.
Nothing.
I'm sure I've seen this thing somewhere before.
작은 것도 위로.
Nope.
Wasn't this crap?
Children's book. Nope.
Wasn't this crap?
Children's
씨,
This crab really
That
reminds.
little
Yeah,
wing.
but I think I've seen it more recently.
뭐가 다른데? 아, 얘는 여기 그대로 화났어요? 아, 아니요. 발라나님 어서오세요. 하이주. 아, 얘는 닫고 위로, 얘는 그대로. 아이,
Is that a
It's got-
also
닫고 위로, 야코. 얘는 열고. 어때요?
perfect?
아, 됐다. 후. 어?
What's this?
Something somebody didn't want us to find.
석궁? 여러분, 요거 여기에 이거 가는 거예요. 이거 누가 봐도 이거 연결되는 거 아니에요? 밑에 나사가 달려있다. 색깔도 똑같잖아.
What is it?
Some kind of fish.
That's a bird skull. We're talking about a
맞아,
15-foot bird
멀리 있는 거
here.
보는
Well, how
거랬잖아.
about we stop talking about it? Some kind of fish and a bird skull, I guess.
If that's a bird, we're talking about a
Well, how about we stop talking about it? Centipede? How many legs has it
too
got?
many. Those
Some
are,
of them are.
at least they're all empty.
You sure that's a good thing?
Those are,
Some of them
at
are.
least they're all
You
empty.
sure that's a good thing? Who are all the?
Not sure, but it looks like someone their eyes have all been crossed out.
이거 그거다. 일기장에 눈 5개 다 그어버렸다는 거. 저 스코프 어디서 발견했었지? 저거 그 학샤워 하크샤워 탐정의 그 시계 가방. 하크샤워 탐정. 단단한 나무 액자 속 사진. 먼지투성이며 오래된 것 같다. 액자 밑에 녹색판에 적혀있는 것은 미스티드 저택의 대표자들. 사진 속에는 2명의 여성과 3명의 남성이 다양한 스타일의 옷을 입고 있다. 5명 모두 얼굴이 까맣게 잉크칠되어 있다. 여러분, 중앙으로 가는 길을 찾았다. 하프랑 비교하면 굉장히 단순했다. 그들을 모두 봤다. 5 모두 눈을 모두 까맣게 그었다. 프레야가 그은 거네. 프레야가 무슨 의도가 있어서 이 타워에 온 건가?
That photo is important, I'm sure.
You know, in any normal. In here though, it barely. Dragon.
Snake?
Worm.
That's the one.
It's a wooden pinboard, hung up on.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it.
어? 이거 그 탐정인데 하크셔? 중앙에 큰 종이가 붙어져 있다. 중앙에 빈 곳에 3개의 손이 그어져 있다. 이거 그 낙서 이거 차례대로 붙이면 되지 않을까? 아닌가? 하크셔인데 이거 하크셔.
Nice chair.
It's
Maybe it's just heat from the incinerator.
maybe.
An axe and some kind of...
Honestly, doesn't look like they've been moved.
I'm more worried about the third one.
The third one?
The one that isn't there.
석궁이
That's a
아
bookcase.
석궁
It's
모양
mostly
아니에요
empty.
이거? 여기 석궁이 있었었나봐.
What a surprise.
Coffee table, half empty. I'm gonna say someone's been using this room.
그래, 이 방 누가
Someone
썼던 것
complacent
같아.
enough to leave their notebook lying around.
여러 페이지가 찢어졌지만 몇 페이지는 남아있다. 5번째 대표자를 찾았다. 드디어. 그다지 기대는 하지 않았지만 역시 실망하고 말았다. 나머지와 다를 바가 없어. 내 미스티드 친구를 실험을 위해 음악실로 데려갔다. 성공적이었다. 어쩌면 너무도. 실험실조차 실망을 안겨줬다. 무엇 때문에 그 노력을 들인 거지? 그는 내가 생각한 것보다 훨씬 근시안이었다. 지하에 갔다. 전망이 좋다. 대부분 사라진 상태지만 내가 원하는 것을 얻었다. 그녀가 들어왔었다. 조심해서 아무것도 움직인 것은 없다. 하지만 난 알지. 때가 왔다. 이게 뭔 소리야? 때가 왔어. 하쿠쇼인가?
An incinerator
It's
built. Still pretty hot.
Is there anything left
It's
inside?
mostly ashes. Yeah, there's something.
어? 깃털 단추? 천조각? 그거다 그림. 이거? 이 깃털?
Someone's been using this room. That's how we got in. It leads
Doesn't
down.
look like there's any other way to get in or out.
Crumpled up.
Is there anything written on
Not
any of it?
really. It's mostly blank.
Nice rug.
이제 다 봤죠?
They called this room
What would you call it?
of doom.
와. 이제 또 스토리 진행할게요.
I don't get it.
연구.
This room is in the original building plans for the mansion, but nowadays it's some big secret.
It's not a secret to everybody. At least one other person still knows about this room.
The way the
최소 한
notebook
사람.
was left out on the table makes me
이
think it's someone
찢겨진
who has the
종이,
room
노란색
all to
찢겨진
themselves.
종이가 우리가
Whoever it
있었었나?
was, they left more than just the notebook. There's a whole design project on this pinboard. Feels like someone put quite a bit of effort into it.
It's a shame there are things missing from it. I'm betting it'd make more sense if we could see it all together.
That might not be impossible, you know.
이거.
I think that might attach to, but not this part of the pinboard.
아, 이 부분이 아니야? 아, 탱글 타워.
That doesn't
We
seem.
need something that could attach.
메모판에 붙일 만한 거? 이거?
That's not right. Something that's been taped at the top, with
Maybe
lines
it's
drawn
the-
on top of it.
어? 이거? 어? 어?
The painting from Freya's room and those sketches. Did Freya design Detective Hawkshaw's clothes? What kind of sense does that make?
I don't think that's why Freya made that painting, but it may have been why somebody took a photo of it to use as reference. And as for those sketches of Hawkshaw, I don't think Freya
Hawkshaw.
actually drew them. It was somebody else. Someone with less of a talent for art.
누가 그린 거지?
Doesn't exactly narrow it down. Should
그러니까
we
두려움을
go ask
느낀다는데?
Detective Hawkshaw about all this?
I'm not sure. I still don't know what's really going on.
맞아. 학샤 말 안 해줘.
Another photograph.
Their faces are all crossed out with some kind of black ink.
That's weird.
Oh, you think so?
No, I mean, something I just realized. Sally, did we meet any of these people here at Tangle Tower?
어? 우리가 만난 사람?
Well, the woman on the left looks a little like Poppy,
Poppy?
but her style is way different. And at first I thought the guy on the top right was Felix, but now that I look at it, I don't think it is him.
누구야?
Was someone trying to hide it? From us?
I don't know, but it looks incomplete to me.
자세라고요, 가운데?
I want to know what happened to the rest of it.
진짜?
Where are the other parts?
이미
We found
찾았잖아.
them already.
난 알고 있어. 요거는 요거야. 요거는 요거야. 요거는 요거야.
What do you make of it?
Not sure. Let's keep an open mind.
You don't think the crossbow is the murder weapon?
Oh no, the crossbow is definitely the murder weapon.
대박.
But that doesn't mean we've solved the mystery.
쏘고 해소하는 용도의 로프였어. 살인.
Time to solve this.
해결해?
All right, break out the notebook. Time to put it all together.
Let's start with this. It's an arrow for the crossbow, and it matches Freya's wound. It's the murder weapon. I'm sure of it.
Despite the fact it doesn't have any blood on it, and it wasn't found anywhere near the crime
맞아.
scene.
Mm-hmm. It was cleaned,
피는
then it was hidden.
씻겨진 거고
I
고기
don't think anybody
숨겨진
expected
거야.
us to get down to that room at the bottom of the lake.
Okay, so Freya was shot by a crossbow. Where was it fired from?
위지.
It was fired from above Freya.
Above, huh?
Yeah, our diagram doesn't show everything. Let's add in the rest of the crime scene.
그렇지,
The
그렇지.
attic.
Perfect
그렇지.
hiding place. We even found a part of the
그렇지,
murder weapon up there.
그렇지.
The reel was used to pull the arrow back up through the crack
화살을
in the
다시
floorboards.
감는데
Explains why
사용했어.
we never found a weapon at the crime scene, I
그렇지,
guess.
그렇지.
The murderer must have dropped the reel in the attic. I'm guessing they were in a hurry to escape.
Wait,
맞지.
the arrow was fired through the crack in the floorboards?
어.
Yeah, it's directly above where Freya was found lying on her back.
Nope, doesn't add up.
어?
It would have missed her if she was still standing up by the painting.
아하.
Right.
Unless
이미
Freya was
누워있는
already lying on her
상태였어.
back before the arrow was fired.
어.
I think so too.
의식이 없는
Fallen
상태였어.
unconscious.
Something in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
플로라? 죽은기? 플로라?
Flora.
I'm not sure about that.
아니야?
Me neither.
Something in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
물감 냄새?
Paint fumes.
I'm not sure about that.
Me neither.
Something in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
The gramophone.
Right.
But the gramophone by itself can't do that.
안에 뭔가 있었어.
There was something in the gramophone.
그래서 깨진 거야.
Something small.
석궁 마냥, 석궁 화살 마냥 깨끗해졌어. 아니야. 수증기 안에 있었던 것은 그걸 내가 어떻게 알아? 이거?
That's not it.
이거 아니야? 이거? 뭐가 있었지?
That's not it.
저건가?
That's not it.
이건가?
That's not it.
뭐가 있었을까? 구미관 테이프.
That's not it.
저거. 이거!
That's not it.
아니야. 찢어진 사진?
That's not it.
수공기 안에 뭐가 있어서 정신을 잃냐? 구겨진 종이?
That's not it.
아닌데? 더워. 저 에어컨 좀 켤게요. 핑! 괜찮아, 왓슨 주주. 셜록 홈즈도 지금 꽤나 곤란하니까 왓슨 주주 틀려도 돼. 괜찮아. 왓슨 주주에겐 어려울 수 있어. 뭐가 있어서 넘어졌을까? 뭐가 있어서 쓰러졌을까? 이게 설마 알이 들어가 있어서 프레이야의 관자놀이를 맞춘 거라고? 알 아니랬잖아요.
That's not it.
이건가?
That's not it.
노트가 들어가 있었나?
That's not it.
아씨, 뭐가 들어가 있어서 정신을 잃어? 열매?
That's not it.
꽃?
That's not it.
다음이네. 손상된 테이프.
That's not it.
아니야? 딱정벌레. 헉, 맞네. 딱정벌레네.
Pointer's research says it can emit an
아니
incredibly
이거
loud
우린 안
hiss when it feels
보여줬잖아.
threatened. Poppy and Fitz both
아니
said they heard a
위험하면
loud
큰
noise
소리
around the
씩 소리
time of
낸다는
murder.
거 우린 안 보여줬잖아. 이거 미친 거 아니야? 이걸 어떻게 알아?
Neither of them had any idea what it
미친?
was.
This seems a little far-fetched. Is it really loud enough to knock someone out?
No, I don't think so. Not by itself. But don't forget,
모종삽이
it was being
아니었다고?
amplified by the shape of the gramophone. Now, I don't think we're purely talking about volume either.
특정한
It might
주파수
just be a
타입?
particular type of frequency.
This is getting kinda scientific. Since when do you know anything about the effects of weaponized audio frequency?
I don't, but I think someone else does. Do you
추궁기
remember that
색이
statue we
같은
found in the music
황금색이긴
room?
하네요.
The
그러게요.
hornet's playing. It's a pretty similar shape to the one on the
이걸
gramophone.
누가
That
실험을
broken
해본
glass
건가
isn't
봐.
there on accident. This is someone's science experiment.
대박!
Thinking about it, Pointer said he saw Flora was knocked out too. I guess they were both in range of the noise, although Pointer might have been lying.
Personally, I think he was telling the truth about that. It's pretty clear a powerful frequency did pass through Flora's tower. Caused quite a bit of damage too.
약간의 피해를 입혔대. 영향을 받았던 것은 이거 깨진 거.
Those cracks didn't appear out of
그냥
nowhere.
생긴 게 아니었던
Freya's
거지.
paints, the pink cassette tape, and the
그렇지.
gramophone itself,
그렇지.
they all sustained similar damage while they were
맞아.
in that room.
That's some seriously powerful vibration, enough to crack metal, enough to knock someone out all the way across a room.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't get. If the frequency was so powerful and had such a big range, how did the
희망이를
module
쓰고
pull it off?
있었던 거야.
Wouldn't they have been in range too? Think about it. They can't have been much
희망해.
further away from the gramophone than Flora was.
플로라가 말이 없었던 게 아니고 고막이 나가서 대답을 못한 거였다고. 개웃겨 진짜.
They protected themselves.
How?
희망해.
These are some pretty heavy-duty earmuffs. I think they'd be enough to block out the sound.
Right. Let's go over everything from the start. 1. Freya is painting Flora's portrait. They're listening to music on the gramophone.
2. The murderer is hiding in the attic, wearing earmuffs.
3. The golden beetle starts to
그러니까
emit
뭔가
its
했네.
hissing noise.
Hold on. How did it know?
The beetle?
Yeah, what triggered it at that particular moment? Pointer's research said it
그러게?
makes the noise when it feels threatened.
위협을
I'm
느끼면
not
소리를
sure.
내.
Maybe something in the
위협?
music?
Maybe.
4. Freya and Flora are both knocked unconscious by the vibrations. Freya lands on her back. She drops the brush and palette by her side.
5. The murderer fires the crossbow directly downwards.
근데 왜 죽였지 애초에?
6. The arrow is pulled back up on the reel.
7. The murderer leaves the attic, presumably.
8. The door is kicked down. Fitz and Poppy enter the room.
That's it. There's something
너무
bothering me.
계획적인데?
What?
I just want to check something. Let's go back to the crime scene.
여기 막 시뻘개졌어요. 왜? 뭘 확인하고 싶어? 왜? 뭘 해야 돼 여기서?
It's dark. The answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it.
해답은 그림 속에 있다고? 해답이 어디 있는데요? 에? 뭘 찾아야 돼 내가. 여기다 봤던 건 위에?
I can see the stars.
문? 응? 상처? 사건 뭘 확인하고 싶은데?
It's dark.
뭘 확인하고 싶은지 말해줘야지. 아이, 이거 너무 답정너 아닙니까?
It's dark.
Freya, did you leave us a clue?
단서를 남겼다고요? 근데 여러분 봐봐요. 여기 있는 이 색이랑 여기 있는 이 색을 보면 여기 빨간색이 여긴 없지 않습니까? 근데 여기는 빨간색이 생겼어요. 이거 뭘까? 이거
So what's bothering you?
Something that's not here. The thing we didn't find. We know she
우리가
was
찾지
holding it during the
못한 거.
painting.
Flora's ink dip feather?
It was here. In this room. Where'd it go?
어디로 갔을까? 다른 곳에서
somewhere
찾았잖아. 이거잖아, 이거.
We were a little too late to save it.
So it was stolen from the crime scene. And ended up in the incinerator down in the
그렇지.
study.
왜
Someone wanted to
굳이?
destroy it, I guess.
그러게.
But how? How was it stolen from up here in Flora's tower?
Presumably,
어서 오세요,
Flora dropped it when she
하이죠.
fell unconscious.
Yeah, and then what? The murderer couldn't have stolen it if they were up in the attic.
So the question is,
공범이
how
있어?
could they steal something from a room they weren't able to access? The
저 이거
final
범인
clue
그거 같아요.
about the crime scene.
비츠.
Freya left it for us right here.
로라야.
It's inside Flora's egg.
You think so?
Maybe not. Freya left it for us right here.
프레야가 남겨뒀다고?
It's in the unfinished painting. It's not quite a photo, but still, it's an image of the crime scene recorded just
사건
before
현장을
the
어떻게
murder.
죽기 전에
If
기록해?
only she'd finished it, then I could be totally sure.
It's true she never finished it. But she did intend to finish it.
Meaning?
We know more about the painting than what Freya actually got down on the canvas.
자기가 그릴 그림의 계획을 어떻게 보여줬을까?
That's not it. That's not it.
에?
That's not it.
자기가 그릴 그림의 계획을 어떻게 보여줬을까? 이거!
Freya prepared all the colors she was going to need before
맞아,
she started
미리
painting.
다 해둔댔어. 마치 악보를 펼쳐두는 것처럼. 그러면 이거 노란색. 창문에 앉아있던 무언가?
The yellow paint was going to be used to paint the
기억력
sketch of
멋진.
something sitting in the window.
Something in the
창문에
window.
있던 곳?
Oh.
이거?
That's not it.
이거?
That's not it.
노란색? 이거?
That's not it.
노란색이잖아. 새? 오! 새다! 새가 앉아있어요. 식물이랑 똑같은 자세로 진짜 너무 억지 아니야? 이거 너무 억지 아니야? 어쩜 식물이랑 이렇게 똑같이 앉아있어? 너 진짜 너무하다.
There she is, our little thief.
How long has it been there? Did it hear the whole conversation?
She did.
어이씨. 뭐야? 누구세요? 언제부터?
But she's a very good listener.
여기서 뭐 하고 계세요?
Well, now, I think this has quite served its purpose, don't you?
Penny, why did you...
It's Penelope, if you don't mind. But before we begin, isn't there a certain formality demanding our attention?
뭐야? 그녀의 손을 묶을 만큼 튼튼한 거.
Lovely. Now, tell me, what was it that drove you this far? I'm ever so curious.
조류학자가 탐정이를 부업으로 하고 있었다고? 진실을 추구합니다.
I just need to know the truth.
Is that right? Interesting.
Why did you do it, Penny? What did Freya do to you?
Absolutely nothing.
So, what? You just hated her indiscriminately?
Freya
이 사람
Fellow
심지어
was
그거잖아요. 그
inspiration to
그림에
us all.
페인팅에
She
그려져
was
있던
possessed of a great energy. The
에너지의
volition to
소유자?
create something
에너지?
from
영혼?
nothing. The willpower to walk beyond her boundaries. She was truly
파피를 죽일 것 같은 인상이었는데 크레이아를 왜? 그니까 아줌마가 왜 여기서 나오지?
You know what? I just realized I actually have no idea who Penelope Pointer really is.
Weird, isn't it? Considering we've met her, what is it, 3 times now?
Exactly. How do we know this one isn't a disguise too?
You think you've already hollowed us out?
우리의 속?
Only a
미친.
few short hours at
우리?
Tangle Tower.
와,
You feel like you've got
개무서워.
everyone sussed. Unearthed every single one of our secrets. Nothing but bullet points for your notebook. Go on, indulge me. What does it say in your notes about Penelope Pointer?
그녀는 외로운 사람입니다.
I suppose I can't argue with that, can I?
Penny, we only know what you choose to tell us.
맞아.
So why not help us
말해준
out?
것만 알지.
Very well. Penelope Pointer is actually not very important at all. She pales in comparison to those who came before her and to those that came after. Living at Tangle Tower, it is very difficult to attain the levels of self-realization you probably
엄청
take for granted.
엄청
You sure this is a Tangle
집착이랑
Tower
그런 게
thing
심한가 봐.
and not a you
강박이랑.
thing?
Perhaps you didn't notice. Not one of them is happy. Not one.
So why stay? Why not just leave?
I thought she did leave. Penny, you said you traveled, didn't you?
맞아.
I did. Many times I've walked away. It did not help me. You saw the family tree hanging in the grand hall, did
네.
you not?
Yeah, it lists a bunch of people who don't live here anymore.
A bunch of people who don't live
다
here
죽은 거야?
anymore. I couldn't have put it better myself. My mother, for one. My father, too. The other 2 Remingtons.
Oh.
Poppy's mother, Primrose. And her brother, Richard.
And Fitz's father.
That's 5. 5 people that might have lived here, but don't.
And that was the first question I wanted answered.
You wanted to know where they'd all gone?
More than that, I wanted to know if I belonged with them. I have no place here. Not among the Fellows, the Remingtons, or the Pointers. But I felt there must be a reason why everyone else left. Some common purpose they all shared. Perhaps it could be my purpose too.
So, what did you actually do about it?
Nothing I could do at first. Nobody would tell me anything. The more questions I asked, the fewer answers I got. Then I found it. I was 19. Same age Freya is
8년 전,
now.
8년 전.
Found what?
연구실.
The study. The one hidden in the middle of the house. It's right next to a bedroom.
I'd hear voices at night. Deep ones. And the
그냥
strangest
피웠어?
thing, the wall behind my bed would get incredibly hot. For hours on end.
그때도 이미 누가 쓰고
Peel,
있었던 거네요,
wallpaper
소각장을?
wouldn't stay up. I thought I was cursed. I thought it was something
뭐야?
trying to break through. Eventually, I couldn't take it anymore. I found my way in the same way you did. Once you know it's there, it's simple.
So, you got into the study and found the incinerator. That must have been a relief, right?
It was still warm when I found it. Then I looked inside.
설마.
Let's see how thorough you've been. Tell me, do you know what a misted is?
Misted?
미스티드는 그 세계.
Mistids? Sure, yeah.
You're more observant than I thought.
Sorry, what are we talking about?
It's a collective term from before my time. Birds, insects, amphibians, anything living off the lake water. The mutation can take several generations, or it can happen overnight.
Wait, mistids. Like cryptids. Like Bigfoot or whatever.
A little egregious, isn't it? I suspect that was an intentional parallel. The main difference being mistids are perfectly real. They're just kept secret. Or at least, that was the original plan. As it happened, some got out. Quite a few got out.
How do you know all this?
과자.
When I entered the study at 19, I found a single object that might
인생을
have
변화시켜.
changed my
새?
life.
새?
Something which answered my questions while at
뭐지?
once creating all new ones.
아이, 과자 먹고 싶었는데. 새.
That's not it.
페니가 연구실에서 찾은 거 그게 그녀의 의문에 해답을 주었다? 딱정벌레?
That's not right.
비밀 연구부.
That's not right.
어린이집.
That's not right.
노트.
That's not right.
뭔데? 사진.
That's not right.
단체
The
사진.
5 missing family members standing together as a single unit, calling themselves the ambassadors of a misted mansion.
So, the house was renamed from Misted Mansion to Tangle Tower?
And rightly so. The age of misted mansion is long past. When I looked inside the incinerator on my first visit to the study, I found nothing but ash. The afterimage of a bygone era denied to me in its entirety. The study, the room at the bottom of the lake itself, all empty shells.
과자
I
먹는
felt my
모습
only
살짝
hope lay with the
공포스러워요.
ambassadors. If I could find them, maybe they'd share the family history.
그럼 제가
that
과자 먹을
Flora
때마다
and the
눈을
others were trying
감아주세요.
so hard to forget.
How did you track them down?
It was tough. They'd taken almost everything. Books, maps, charts.
자, 눈
Creatures
감으세요.
themselves, all lost, taken away or destroyed. But I got lucky.
됐어요,
I got a
주세요.
lead. I found one, and he led me to the rest.
And? What happened? Why'd you
어차피
paint
다
out all their
먹었어.
faces?
혼자만
They
먹고
didn't help
다
you
먹었어.
either, did they?
19-year-old me had imagined they'd all left with a mission, a unified purpose. But they hadn't. They were, in fact, every bit as fractured as the people that still live here. Most of them had left tracking escaped mistids. Some claimed to be researchers, others little more than hunters. All 5 completely useless to me.
Even your own parents?
그래서 눈을 칠했나?
Eventually, I returned
아닌데?
to Tangle Tower. I had nowhere else to go. I considered giving up. But instead, I made a decision.
저급한 곤충학자.
There was only one person at Tangle Tower still of interest to me. My dear Uncle Pointer had suddenly made a show of taking up astronomy.
천문학
A
배운다고
fairly
술을 했대.
superficial charade. I don't think many people were fooled by it. But I knew it
자기만
wasn't
먹고
just
자기만
a
입인가
falsehood.
자기만
It was a
먹고
mask.
자기만 입인가
Pointer had found
치즈도
something
가져와서
from the
먹으면서
era of this dimension.
치즈도 먹으면서 방금 딱정벌레.
So, where did he get the beetle?
I cannot be sure. But I theorize that he received it in the post.
In the post? From who?
Who can say? Someone outside Tangle Tower. But the thought that
치즈는
he would be
치즈고.
in contact with such a person, all that time, I decided to take what was owed to me.
So you stole it.
Stealing the beetle turned out to be only the
이
first
사람이
step.
훔친 거였어요.
Upon realizing it was gone, Pointer made little effort to disguise his frustration. I asked what was bothering him. He foresaw no risk in sharing a little of the truth with his niece. He told me he'd lost a rare treasure, something he'd been keeping safe. I suggested, innocently, that perhaps it was not lost. Perhaps it had been stolen. He was very ready to believe he'd been the victim of theft. When I offered to call in a private detective, he jumped on the idea. She arrived the next day. Hawkshaw prides herself on her punctuality, as you know.
Why, though? Why go through all that? The name, the costume,
근데 진짜
and
전혀
everything?
몰랐어. 하쿠샤오가
It's somewhat
페넬로페일지.
sad to admit, but I had little use left for Penny Pointer as she was. Hawkshaw afforded me new advantages, opportunities.
But didn't you have to pretend to be working for Professor Pointer?
Ah, well, that was one of the advantages. Pointer was in such a desperate state, he was finally willing to share some of his secrets. On the second day, Hawkshaw explained she needed to be able to search the secret laboratory. Pointer gave in and gave me the code for the harp statue. Reluctantly, but still.
So, you stole Pointer's research?
I would have done, if I'd found anything worth stealing. But he had made remarkably little progress, barely scratching the surface of the beetle's true mystery.
말을
Which
해야 할
is?
거 아니야.
She carries an exoskeleton approximately 90% identical to gold. But it's not the
90%가 금이라고?
90% I'm interested in. Did you ever question what exactly makes the water here so unique? Before Misted Mansion was built over the lake, before the lake was even a lake, Lord Remington and his wife built a small structure here, a research
진짜
station, supposedly.
검정해볼래.
Fast forward 2 or 3 generations, and as you saw for yourself, it's been mostly cleared out.
The ambassadors took everything when they left.
And everything they didn't take was burned in the incinerator. However, possessing additional insight, I found something the others had missed.
뭘 발견했지?
It's not much, but I have what I need.
So, why isn't this the end of the story? Why did you stay? Why did you kill Freya?
프레야 펠로우의 유언.
Simply put, Freya was too good for me. It's my fault. I pushed her over the edge, unknowingly, but still, I take the blame.
What are you talking about?
Did you know I
일부러
based the
죽인 게
design for
아니라고?
Hawkshaw on something Freya painted?
응. 이거
That almost? But it's not right.
답이 아니라고? 페니가 하쿠샤의 복장을 디자인할 때 사용한 거? 이건가?
That's not right.
아 이거!
That's right. I
아!
had assumed it was purely abstract. I just thought it had a good energy. I later discovered it was a figure of some kind, something from Freya's recurring nightmare.
이게 망토
For all her
디자인의 시초였어?
vitality, I think Freya was probably the most troubled of all of us. She was desperate to leave Tangle Tower, but she couldn't just walk away. For quite some time, she'd been trying to break into Pointer's laboratory. Freya and her friends were halfway through deciphering those symbols on the harp statue, I believe.
Why did she care about getting into Pointer's lab?
That's exactly what I wondered. At first, I thought perhaps she just wanted to free the beetles.
검은
She has a
꼬리에
fondness
오는
for them. What Pointer was doing upset her significantly. But in fact, I think it was something else. I think she wanted to free Fiona.
피오나를 풀어주고 싶다고? 삐삐?
The real reason Freya was unable to leave Tangle Tower
친구들?
is that she could not get Fiona to agree to come with her. We're now firmly in the realm of speculation, but I think Freya felt that exposing the darker secrets of
삐삐.
Tangle Tower, not just to the rest of the family, but to the world, would compromise all 3 families, and perhaps, somehow, free Fiona from the shackles of her inheritance.
삐삐는 상속자랬거든요.
That was her plan anyway. But something happened. Before Freya could find her way into Pointer's laboratory,
She found her way into your study, found your notes, found that photograph. I'm willing to bet she put it all together quicker than we did.
So she worked out what had happened to the 5 ambassadors. Specifically, what you'd done to them when they refused to help you.
Freya had made a promise to paint Flora as a birthday gift, a parting gift no less. She'd be in a locked room, several hours away from her friends. It was my best chance.
But why hide in the attic? And why bother with the beetle at
프레야가
all?
너무 뛰어나서 생긴 문제였어.
The beetle in the gramophone wasn't for Freya. It was for Flora. She didn't deserve to be involved. She suffered enough. I couldn't get Flora out of her room, but if she could be unconscious, then she wouldn't have to witness anything.
뭐야?
Why the knife? The illusion of the painted knife with the blood.
That was for Fiona. And Poppy too, I suppose. Gave them something to focus on.
You mean it distracted them while you made your escape?
It helped them cope. The very idea of something abstract, something supernatural.
아니 왜 이
I
와중에
believe it made
선량해?
things
왜 남은
marginally less
사람들
painful
생각해?
for them, initially. Worked on you, too.
So why are you still here? Why not take your first chance and leave?
Well, I've been waiting for an opportunity to get my beetle back.
사람 죽여놓고
I'd really rather not leave without it.
Wait, it's still here?
딱좀 볼래?
It's still inside the gramophone.
새다. 아이, 쓰러졌어. 헐, 도망쳤나?
What's going on?
Poppy, they are both awake.
I can see.
아니야, 페넬로피는 썼겠지.
You two all right?
My head hurts. What happened to us?
아, 정말 죄송한데 저 갑자기 피츠 목소리가 아니야.
You were both unconscious. 14 minutes by my count.
14분인가?
Really?
You're both fine. No injuries.
Was it the beetle? In the gramophone? I heard it
얘네도
through
이제
the
안
ceiling
해?
in my room.
The exact same sound we heard before the murder.
I guess it must have been.
So how did we get down here? What happened to Penny?
It saved
증거
both
보고
of
나서
you,
바로 피츠
obviously.
의심한 사람. 하지만 페넬로피였죠.
When I reached Flora's tower, you were both unconscious, and Penny was crouched down beside you. She had her crossbow on her, but who knows? She may have just been checking you were both asleep.
Did you know that she
얘네를
was the
죽이려고
murderer?
했나?
Poppy and Fifi suspected her. Apparently, they were pretty close to solving it
오,
themselves.
파피랑
Fitz
피피가?
did not want to believe us because he liked Penny a lot.
But what happened? Fitz, what did she do when she saw you?
She jumped out the window.
What? Did she survive?
She did.
I heard something land in the garden outside my room, but by the time I got out there to check, she was already gone.
Hang on. Poppy, why do you have Penny's hat bird?
함정 왜
She left him
불렀냐고?
behind.
그러게?
I found him sitting on the floor in the aviary. All
얘
by
진짜
himself.
새였어?
Poor little thing.
모자
The mean
아니었어?
lady didn't care
나
about
진짜
you at
모자인
all,
줄
did
알았어.
she? No, she didn't.
I apologize. Poppy seems to be under the illusion that the bird can understand human language.
So, Penny got away.
I'm afraid she did.
We had suspected she might try to escape. I was stationed here by the lake's edge. I proved to be an ineffective guard. She took the boat.
Did she take the
배를
beetle with
가지고
her?
갔다고?
No.
너가 지키고
How do you
있었는데?
know?
Because it's right here.
딱정벌레다.
It was still in the gramophone. I guess I scared her off before she had a chance to take it.
Poppy,
범인도 유추했다면서
going to do with it?
놓쳐버렸냐고.
are you going to give it back to your father?
No, I'm not. It doesn't belong to anyone. So, I'm going to put it on the ground and never
와,
bother it
상금
again.
90%가.
I think that's what she would have wanted.
했어요? 와 진짜 딱 1시간 남았었네. 그럼 나 6시간이었으면 다 했겠다. 프레이야는 왜 죽은 거예요? 페넬로피가 뭘 하려고 했는지 다 알아버려서? 어디 1시간만 더 해주시지. 그러게 까비까비. 근데 어제 1시간 더 못했었어요. 농담. 저도 약간 영혼 없긴 했죠. 저도 영혼 없긴 했죠. 까비까비. 하나도 안 아까움. 재밌네. 돈 없는 노동자님 어서오세요. 하인즈. 으악! 그래, 날라가! 황금 90%. 자, 이렇게 해서 탱글타워 마무리 하도록 하겠습니다. 아트갤러리 구경해볼까요? 우와. 오, 이렇게 다 그려져 있어. 어벙하면서 영웅적이고 속편하면서도 호들갑스러운 모습 사이를 균형을 맞춰야 해서 어려웠대. 자기가 원할 때는 아주 성실해진대요. 오! 색상 팔레트. 옛날 머리인가봐. 이거, 맞네. 머리 다르네. 오. 재밌다. 에이, 어떻게, 에이? 뭐야, 왜 이래? 그 다음에 셀리. 셀리 예전에 머리 더 웃겼는데요, 맙소사. 이 머리였으면 더. 셀리의 가장 중요한 점은 아이섀도우래요. 약간 무관심한 디폴트 표정을 강조해주죠. 우와, 이거 컬러 팔레트 너무 예쁘다. 크로아상 머리라고? 진짜 특색있게 잘 그린다. 응? 예전 머리 미쳤는데? 이건 너무 투머치일지도. 얘는 누구였지? 초기 스토리하는 어린 소녀를 팀에 포함시키는 거였대요. 어머, 신기하다. 어린 소녀도 옛날에 있었대. 플로라 궁금해요. 강력하다. 초반부터 강력하다. 그녀가 사는 어둡고 슬픈 세상을 암시하기 위해서래. 플로라는 캐릭터 디자인을 얼마나 기이하게 만들 수 있는지, 전형적인 인체 비율의 한계를 얼마나 비틀 수 있을지에 대한 방향성을 제시해요. 플로라 성우가 여기서 제일 꿀 빨았어. 플로라 목소리 뭐 들리긴 했어? 웃는 표정이다. 푹! 이거 진짜 신기하고 예뻤어. 그 누구보다 움직임은 적지만 큰 애니메이션 하나는 게임 전체를 통틀어 가장 무거워요. 오. 제발 부탁이니까 가능한 한 자주 플로라를 찾아가서 말을 걸고 직접 확인해보세요. 저 확인 많이 했어요. 너무 인상 깊었습니다. 펠릭스. 옛날에 핫하셨네. 완전 그거 아니야? 영웅 아니야, 영웅? 노제 맞지? 너무 핸섬하신데요? 나이든 퇴물 탐험가예요. 우선 한때 잘 나갔던 젊은 시절에 그가 어떤 모습이었을지, 그리고 나이든 현재 펠릭스가 가진 것은 무엇일지 이해하고 싶었어요. 재밌다, 디자인. 피피. 여기 미치광이 있는데요? 피피 이렇게 됐어. 점점 무서운데? 스타일링 같이 보면 코뿔소 같은 형태의 노린 거였나봐. 어쩐지 코가 진짜 높더라고. 그니까 하쿠샤오 하쿠샤오. 그래야. 에? 초반에 완전 판디? 이거 완전 파 머리 아니에요? 완전 파잖아. 좋아하는 동글동글하네. 이게 너무 귀여웠어. 그 시체 보여줄 때마다 사실 너무 귀여웠어요. 에? 이건 양파인디? 양파 됐다. 동숲 주민 같아요, 프레이야. 완전. 호박이잖아. 귀여워져서 다행이다. 채소 될 뻔. 크니까. 그 다음에 비츠. 어이? 누구세요? 근데 이때도 오프숄더는 똑같다 해요. 그쵸? 비츠. 이제 몸 커졌다. 캐서린과 저는 이 근육질의 건장한 남자가 조그마한 정원 도구를 들고 있는 이미지가 마음에 들어 그렇게 작업했죠. 그냥 취향 듬뿍 담긴 취향 듬뿍 담긴 캐릭터였네요. 건장한 남자가 조그만한 정원 가위로 이게 마음에 들었다는 거잖아. 피츠가 의도치 않게 잘생긴 인물이래. 취향 케어스 사심 가득. 우와, 진짜 꼰대같이 잘 그렸다. 진짜 꼰대 아니야? 여기 우와, 이거 봐요. 너무 신기하다. 디자인 진짜 잘한다. 껌같이 생겼다고? 이거 진짜 닭 아님? 이거 진짜 닭 아님? 에? 여기부터 이제 머리가 책으로 되기 시작했다. 머리 모양은 책과 지붕, 못생긴 가발을 동시에 닮도록 설계했어요. 노린 거였어요. 대박. 나 진짜 제작자가 원하는 대로 잘 봐주지 않아요? 제작자가 기획했던 거 다 봤어. 포인터가 현실성 없이 철학적인 태도를 가진 정신산만한 천문학 교수라는 데서 아이디어를 착안했다. 돌돌이로 얼굴 밀어버린 것 같아요. 여기는 꽤나 입체적인데요? 무서워. 트위드 무늬가 들어간 옷을 입혔대. 십자가 때부터 개발자의 의도대로. 완전 범인같이 생겼다. 그니까 여기는 너무 어둡다. 너무 어둡다. 이게 저 페니가 진짜 예뻤던 것 같아요. 페니가 진짜 화려하고. 페니는 복잡한 인물이에요. 멋있고 우아한 판무파트적인 면모와 뾰루통하고 변덕스러운 젊은 여성으로서 이중적 면모에 집중했죠. 그래 보였어. 오씨, 무서워. 전 페니가 침착할 수 있으면서도 그런 겉모습은 버리고 사악해질 수 있다는 아이디어가 마음에 들었어요. 약간 스티커 같아. 그 다음에 파피. 파피. 이때도 리본 포인트는 있네요. 처음에 진짜 무서웠는데? 처음에 리본 여기 달렸어. 처음에 리본 여기 달렸는데 무난하게 옷으로 넘어왔다. 이 초반 완전 똑같네. 진짜 애니 캐릭터 같다. 미국 애니메이션 캐릭터 같지 않아요? 파피가 진짜 미국 애니메이션 캐릭터 같아. 장소. 오, 신기해. 예뻐. 환영받지 못한 존재이기에 마지못해 내어준 보일러실이래. 마음 아파. 온실. 오, 엄청 다양한 디자인을 생각했다. 타일 바닥을 제일 좋아한대요. 타일 바닥. 오, 이런 디테일. 재밌다. 또 어디 볼까? 옥상 정원. 예뻐. 이 구역만의 특징이라면 여기에선 배경음악 없이 컬럼 보엔이 설계한 앰비언트 사운드만 나온대요. 신기해, 신기해. 페넬로피 방 보고 싶어요? 오케이. 페넬로피 어딨어? 3장? 너무 예쁘다. 아, 펜이? 근데 너무 예쁘다 진짜. 새 겁나 많아. 펜이의 방. 우아하고 기족적이며 동화 속 공주님 방으로 디자인했대. 근데 이렇게 바뀌었구나. 의도적이게 낭만적인 느낌을 줘야 했대. 아, 그래서 나무 이렇게 같이 들어오는 거? 이거 예뻤어. 이런 막 식물 이런 것도 다 막 디테일이 있었다. 아, 끊임없이 여행하는 설정이기 때문에 여행 가방 더미가 중요한 비주얼이 되었어요. 와, 진짜 디자인 아무나 하는 거 아니다. 맞아. 여행 가방 겁나 많았잖아요. 세장 퍼즐에 대한 아이디어가 떠올라서 이 여행 가방은 페니가 새들과 함께 앉아서 차를 마실 때 쓴 작은 찻잔 세트로 대체되었습니다. 또 보고 싶은 데 있으세요? 단서도 다 이렇게 돼 있네. 우와! 우와! 겁나 다양했었어, 시안. 이거 너무 예쁘다. 이거 너무 예쁘다. 우와. 어떻게 열매란 걸 알아볼 수 있으면서도 뭔가 진화되었으면서도 특별하게 느껴지도록 하는 방법을 궁리했대. 우와, 완전 영롱해. 속이 빛나. 헐, 너무 예뻐. 뭐야, 예뻐. 이것도 알이 어떻게 열릴지도 고민을 하셨다. 저거 코난 극장판에서 봤어. 테이프? 키치해. 사람들이 나이가 들고 쿨해졌을 때 부끄러운 과거로 치부할 물건으로 만들고 싶었대요. 아니, 말 개 잘하는데? 막 하트, 별, 막 핑크. 이주야, 이거 뭐야? 그거 아무것도 아니야. 이거 내가 초등학생 때 그래서 파피가 그런가 봐. 또 깃털? 깃털도 이렇게 다 색 배치. 더 중요한 깃털을 감추기 위해서 모든 깃털을 흥미롭게 표현해야 했대요. 너무 좋아. 이런 거 숨은 얘기 듣는 거 너무 좋지 않아요? 플레이어가 그림을 보면서 알아볼 수 있는 무언가가 있을 것 같다는 느낌을 주면서도 그게 뭔지 알 수 없게 만드는 게 특히 어려웠어요. 저는 전혀 못 알아봤어요. 그냥 뭐 빨간 타워인가? 이랬지. 이게 뭔가 싶어서 이게 하쿠쇼인지 전혀 몰랐어. 으악! 벌레 짱 많아. 벌레도 무슨 벌레로 할지 엄청 고민을 많이 했나봐. 메뚜기도 있어요. 전갈도 있고. 대박 짱 신기함. 너무 재밌다. 꼭 씹을 수 있어서 더 맛있어지는 듯한 느낌이 나. 그쵸? 흘러라고. 실제로 그렸나봐. 새 안고 있는 거 봐. 불기둥 같은 건 줄? 그럴 수 있지. 불기둥 그림 그리고 그 불에 대한 공포를 가진 줄 알았어요. 그럴 수도 있지. 모종삽도 예뻤을 것 같아. 역시. 여기 그냥 디자인 팀이 너무 일을 잘했다, 그쵸? 디자인들이 진짜 다 너무 세련됐는데? 와, 다 예뻐. 이거 막, 저 그냥 뭐 PP랑 FF 적혀진 약간의, 모종삽이 있으면 좋겠어요. 그냥 딱 이 정도만 오더했는데 막 이렇게 시안을 보여주면 나 행복해서 죽어버릴지도. 다 너무 예뻐요, 작가님. 작가님 이렇게 예쁘게 그려주시면 제가 어떻게 골라요? 이러고. 진짜 이준님 밑으로 고용하자고. 제가 고용되어야 할지도. 너무 예쁘다. 어떻게 골라? 여러분은 뭐가 제일 취향이에요? 저는 그래도 리본 달린 거. 이게 뭔가 귀엽다. 제일 큰 거? 이거? 이거 손잡이 예뻐. 피자 먹을 때 쓰는 거. 맞아요. 이거 진짜 특히나 이거. 예쁘다. 아니 이런 것도 엄청 뭐 연구를 많이 했네. 우와, 물감 통도 엄청 많이. 대충 한 게 하나도 없다 진짜. 대충 한 게 하나도 없네. 조각상도 보고 싶어요. 조각상. 귀여워. 이거는 보물 찾은 건가 봐, 그쵸? 보물 찾았던 거, 탐험했던 거, 칼 들고 있던 거. 세심해, 엄청. 그리고 색칠된 조각상. 너무 예쁘다. 멋있었던 무언가를 동경하는. 맞지. 와, 세 장 디자인 봐요. 와, 진짜 많이 그렸다. 그림을 진짜 잘 그리는 사람인가 봐. 결국 탱글타워 꼭대기에 작은 탑을 닮은 모양을 선택했대요. 여기 받침대도 포인트가 있었군요. 이거 3조고 포인트가 있었네. 못 봤었어, 게임할 때는. 와우. 또 꽃? 못생겼어. 탱글타워의 주민 중 한 명의 모습을 닮은 꽃을 창작하는 건 큰 재미였습니다. 맞네? 지금 보니까 완전 페넬로피네요. 머리도 그렇고 이거 소매도 완전 페넬로피네. 사실 피츠는 페넬로피를 진짜 사랑했던 거 아니야, 그러면? 근데 왜 빠삐랑 그거 했어? 바람 폈어? 와, 진짜 열심히 했다, 이 사람들. 왜도 바로 무시해버렸죠? 의도대로 어디 우리를 조종하려고. 와, 너무 예쁘다. 석조강지. 와, 진짜. 와. 진짜 그림 잘 그린다. 정말. 와, 개무서워. 어떤 식으로 비밀의 문이 열릴지 생각을 많이 했나봐요. 그쵸? 이게 뭐 올라올지, 여기 하프 부분이 내려갈지. 우와. 이런 거 보면 막 그림 그려보고 싶지 않아요? 이런 거 보면 나도 막 그림을 그려보고 싶게 돼. 와, 멋있다 진짜. 나도 이런 실력 갖고 싶다. 컨셉 아트. 컨셉 아트. 피츠의 방. 한때 피츠 옆에 페넬로피가 겁나 많았는데요? 아니 진짜 사랑했어. 아무것도 추가하지 않고 이 방을 시각적으로 흥미롭게 만드는 것은 꽤 어려운 일이었어요. 그렇겠다. 요게 완전 페넬로피 존이잖아요. 근데 이제 이렇게 됐다. 근데 진짜 이걸 알았어야 됐는 게 아무것도 없는데 이거 러브레터 하나 이렇게 해놨다는 게 어쩌면 진짜 사랑했다는 거 아니야? 이것도 사실 너무 소중해서 보관했던 거 아니야? 못 썼던 거 아니야? 모르겠다. 아, 연구실 발견하면서 페넬로피가 이상해져 버려서 그런가? 천문탑. 야, 아이 너무 멋져. 우와, 와 진짜 멋져. So interesting. 정문도 엄청 많았어 디자인. 피피. 아 겁나 많아. 연구실. 레이튼 교수 좋아하실 것 같아. 레이튼 교수 뭐예요? 뭐라고 했지? 게임이라 했나? 까먹었어요. 한 번 더 말해주세요. 음악실. 너무 예뻐. 아, 추리 퍼즐 게임. 와, 디자인